All right. 2 months later. All right, 2 months later. I'm a girl. Okay. Looks like that wound is healing up nicely. We should be able to take the bandages off soon.
ありがとうございます。これも姫の献身的な看護のおか
I'm
げです。
a girl again. Oh my god. What are you talking about? This is the least I could do. You must be hungry. I brought you some lunch. Today's porridge is mixed with wild vegetables, just like you like.
これはうまそうですな。
Are we married? I think we're married. Hee, really? Well, I made it just for you. Now eat up and you'll be feeling better in no time.
では、ありがたくいただきます。
You better.
うまい。姫の優しさが身に染みます。
I like how he calls you princess now. I'm glad to hear that. Well, eat up.
はい。
I felt relieved as I watched Benkei eat his porridge, a giant childlike grin on his face. I'm so glad Benkei is back on his feet. Even though they weren't fatal, the arrow wounds he had received were not shallow either. On top of that, he was so weak from sharing his spirit with me that at one point he was barely able to eat. When I returned to Kurama with Benkei, Lord Kakunichi welcomed us warmly, with tears in his eyes, and said, "You have done well." It was then that I realized my fighting days were finally over. And after the war, I left my brother's army. He didn't even raise an eyebrow. He just said, "I see," and that was that. What the heck? I guess he has his own goals now, and he doesn't need me to help him anymore. Did he? Stupid brother. I used to be sad the two of us were not closer, but I finally come to accept things as they are. Because now I have a new dream to pursue, and I have the most important person in the world to me by my side. After the war, Tadanobu and Suganobu left Yoritomo's army and returned home to Hiraizumi. They wanted to ensure Hiraizumi would not be swallowed up by New Order and act as a bridge between Hiraizumi and the Genji.
あなたと共に戦えたことは、俺の生涯の誇りだ。遠く離れた平泉で、我らはあなたのことを思っております。
In my mind, I can still see their bright and dependable smiles from when we parted. Shungen stayed with Yoritomo. He said he would live by my brother's side and work to ensure the durability of the Genji regime. He did? Okay. Okay. I was sad to say goodbye to him, but once Shungen got his mind fixated on something, it was impossible to talk him out of it. Now that the war is over, the once chaotic city of Kyoto is finally coming back to life. Slowly but surely, the world was moving towards a beautiful new era. After you've finished eating, you should rest a bit more. I'll come back later with some medicine to help speed up your recovery.
しかし、いささか大げさな気もいたします。拙者は頑丈にできておりますから、これほどに低調な扱いは受けずとも。
No, it's necessary. The war is over. There's no need for you to push yourself.
しかし、姫のお手を煩わせてしまうのは申し訳ないのです。
Who's bothered? I like taking care of you, Benkei. Of course, I want you to get better soon, but I enjoy taking care of you like this too.
そうなのですか。
Yes, of course. You're always taking care of me. This is the least I can do. Benkei stared at me, his eyes dazzling. Benkei?
このように深くあなたに心配されて、あなたの手厚い看護を受けて、拙者は天下一の幸せ者です。拙者の傷を見る手つきからも、いたわってくださる優しい瞳からも、あなたの思いが伝わってまいります。あまりにも海外しくて、柄にもなく照れてしまうほどなのです。姫はやはり良き妻となられましょうな。
A good wife? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
突然ではありませぬ。ずっとそう思っておりました。
Stop teasing me, Benkei. I mean, obviously I'll make a great wife, but from now on I want us to support each other. No one person carrying all the weight. From now on, we're going to live together. Forever. What am I saying? This is all Benkei's fault. He's the one that said I'd make a good wife. Never mind. It was a joke. Just forget I said anything. Anyway, you need some rest. You're not at full strength. Go to bed. My cheeks were burning with hot embarrassment. I hurriedly tried to get up to leave, but then...
お待ちください。
Oh, his face is getting closer. Benkei grabbed my hand and pulled me in close. He was forceful and his eyes were serious. Okay.
からかってなどはおりませぬ。先ほど申したのは本当のことです。
Okay, we like it when you're a little forceful because you were kind of passive the rest of the route.
あなたは良妻になられるだろうとずっと思っておりました。以前、こうして拙者の看護をしてくださったあの時からずっと。これほどに優しいあなたに思いを傾けられる男が羨ましい。
This is very sweet.
その相手が拙者であればどれほど幸せだろうかと心の片隅で考えていたのです。
Benkei.
家来がそのような思いを抱くなどあまりにおこがましいこと。分不相応にも程がありますが。
No, no, if anything, I don't deserve you. Of course it's not wrong.
はい。あなたが拙者を思ってくださっていることを今は知っております。ですから、姫、拙者は改めてお誓い申し上げます。
Benkei pulled himself up to his knees, and stared up at me from the ground.
あなたは主であると同時に、拙者にとってこの世で最も大切な女性です。命を懸けてお使いいたしますことをお許しくださいませ。
How's it going, Betty? I stared at him as he bowed his head deeply before me. That's not quite right, is it? I gave a wry smile to Benkei as he looked up at me. I'm glad you are thinking of me like that, but I'm not your lord anymore, remember? At my words, Benkei blushed and quickly turned his face away from mine.
確かにそうですな。今までの癖がまだ抜けておらぬようです。
He wore an embarrassed smile as he spoke, then he closed his eyes and wrapped his arms around me. Benkei.
これからはもう主従ではありません。我らはもっと別の形で結ばれるべきでしょう。
Can you just call each other like husband and wife or something?
姫の男としての役目はもう終わり申した。
Oh, thank you.
ただの女子として妻として拙者のそばで生きてほしい。
See that last line. Or as my wife.
どうか拙者と
Okay.
夫婦になってくだ
Okay.
さい。
We're getting somewhere with him. Benkei and I stared deeply at each other. I was so moved by his heartfelt words, all I could do was embrace him tightly. Are you sure about this? From now on, I don't want to hear you talk about serving me as your loyal vassal or anything like that, okay?
ええ、それでいいのです。拙者は夫婦としてあなたと生涯寄り添う方がずっと大切だと気づきましたから。それより姫こそ良いのですか？家来だったものを夫にして。
Of course, I don't want to be with anyone but you, Benkei. I want to live with you forever, Benkei, working together for a quiet, happy life. So how about it then? Will you take me as your wife, Benkei?
はい、こちらこそお願いいたします。我が妻になってくださいませ。
Benkei. My emotions overflowing, I buried my face deep in his chest.
主従は三世、夫婦は二世。覚えておりますか？以前あなたにそう申し上げたことを。
That's right. You told me that you and I were bound together in a lord-vassal bond from a previous life. When I said that, Benkei narrowed his eyes nostalgically.
そうです。前世と今世、そして来世につながる絆が我らを結んでおります。それに加え、夫婦の二世の絆も結ばれている。拙者とあなたの縁はよほど強いのでしょうな。何度生まれ変わり、姿形を変えようとも、我らは出会う運命なのでしょう。
That's right. Tied together by fate. After all, fate is what brought us to where we are now. If I hadn't been born as Genji's orphan, I would never have met you. And if I hadn't been raised as a man, I wouldn't have become a samurai, and you wouldn't have become my vassal. We're here now because all the things in our past have brought us to this moment. I've always thought I'd lived at the mercy of a cruel fate, but in the end, it was all leading me to you. And because you were with me, we were able to forge our own new destiny together.
姫
Everything sounds so romantic when you put it like that, though. Bound together in this world and the next, there is nothing in the whole world that brings me greater joy. Stay with me forever, Benkei.
はいおそばにおります。もう二度とあなたを離しません。この先何が起ころうとも命をかけて
Can one of you just kiss the other person already?
いえ共に乗り越えてまいりましょう。二人で力を合わせて。
He looked thoughtfully at me before cupping my cheeks in his warm hands and bringing his face closer to mine. Wait!
どうなさいました？
I might end up accidentally consuming your spirit again. You're still recovering from your injuries, and I'd hate to put you in any more pain.
それなら心配ありません。壇の裏でのあなたは拙者の気を食らうとき見事制御していたではありませんか。
But Benkei pulled my body towards his. His large, muscular body enveloped me completely. A body that had protected... I'm sorry, it's just funny the way they're described. Okay. A body that had protected me over and over again, now a little more forceful than before, entangled me in his warmth.
ですから問題ありません。慣れればもっと簡単に制御
I like where this is going. You hear that, Kiba? They need to practice kissing more. He gently kissed me on the forehead. Benkei. My cheeks began to heat up, then Benkei's lips touched my left cheek, then my right cheek, then he stared at me. Okay, not a bad CG, I guess. Hold on. I'll capture it. When my feverish eyes caught mine, my body relaxed and I couldn't see anything but him. I wondered if Benkei could feel my heart beating wildly.
拙者とこうしているのは嫌ですか？
It's nothing. I'm just a little embarrassed. Even though I had the audacity to ask him to be my husband just moments ago. When I think that we are about to become husband and wife, I can't help myself. I get so embarrassed looking at you like this. Sorry.
謝らずとも良いのです。そんな風に恥じらい、顔をあからめるあなたを心から愛おしく感じます。もっと様々な表情を見せてほしいと、そう思わずにはいられません。
What else do you want to see?
少しずつ慣れてまいりましょう。拙者の思いが伝わるように、何度でもあなたにこうして口づけをいたします。これからの我らには、そうするだけの時間がいくらでもありますから。
All the time in the world.
そうです。共に勝ち取った我らの未来です。今世も来世も、その次の世も、永遠にあなたのおそばにおります。あなたとなら、肥沃の鳥にでも、連理の枝にでもなれるでしょう。それが、今は何よりも嬉しい。この思いを、毎日あなたに告げられる。触れて、
Benkei.
愛しております。
I heard the smack. But why is the picture not reflecting the smack? Oh, thank you. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. I was a little, I don't know. There was a part of me where I was like, what if we don't get that kiss CG? But we did. We got it. Too much talking, more action. See, yeah, because I was telling everybody that this route is 5th place. So there's 5 characters. This is the one that people like the least. And I kind of understand why. I do agree with you, Betty. He talks a lot. Like I just want him to just do it. But then he kept it's nice because he says such sweet words, but sometimes it just kind of goes on and on. We got that paprika, finally. Ah, that paprika. Okay, this time he placed his lips on top of mine. Gently, softly, what came from his kiss was not his spirit, but Benkei's deep, unabating love. A lot of blood was spilled and many hurdles were overcome to reach this point. But finally, we had made it here. I would never forget the trials we had endured, and I was not a prisoner to them. We had suffered and bled, but still we continued to walk forward to seize our own bright tomorrow, so that the two of us could be together. I still don't know what the future will hold, but as long as I was with him, I was not afraid of anything. And I love you, Benkei. Benkei smiled happily as he whispered excitedly between kisses. That's what I love the most about him, that warm and gentle smile. This is what happened. This is what happiness truly is. Wrapped in the tender sweetness of that moment, I gently closed my eyes. It's not bad. We got the kiss. It's very sweet. But I don't want sweet. Overall, I rated a 4 out of 10. Took too long for anything to happen.